Let's get into the Dallas Stars. We only got a couple minutes left in the show here, and they have made a trade today. This is official from the organization, not just reported. This is official as of about 10 o'clock or so this morning. Mavrik Bourque and Ilya Lyubushkin both traded to the Nashville Predators. The Stars trading those two players for 2 future draft picks, a 2027 second-round pick, a 2028 third-round pick. Rather obviously clearing cap space, and it would seem to be this is the effort to try and create a little more room, a little more wiggle room to be able to get Jason Robertson signed. Yeah.
Do you think that's enough room?
Yes.
Well, probably. We'll see. We'll see.
Because how much more money do you need? Didn't they cleared what, $3.2 million?
Well, the rumor was they offered him
3.25,
what did you say?
3.25 is what they cleared, yeah.
But the rumor was that they offered him 12 and that he wanted 15.
Right.
So if Lyubushkin was 3, I'm not great at math.
It does seem like
math is math.
Yeah.
And then give him an A.
I mean, Robo,
give him an A.
Robo has been such a great piece for the Stars, especially in the season. And I think in the playoffs this year, we started to see a little bit of that flash because in the playoffs previously, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but it's felt like he's been a little anemic.
Prior to this year.
This year's playoff
he didn't play
was
to
his Olympic
standard,
revenge tour.
Yeah. And
it
so
was,
obviously,
how dare you not pick me for the Olympics? So I will show you.
Right. So obviously, if he starts playing, he's getting it. He's getting the rhythm of the playoffs. He understands the grind. And if he had a great season, then maybe it's smart to
pay that man.
I think what's more indicative of the fact that this is what they're doing to try to keep Robo is not the 2 players that they traded away, but the fact that they did not trade them for any active players. They traded them for draft picks.
Yeah.
So they're not. They're clearing all of that money.
Yeah. Right. And they're getting obviously something in the future. Whatever that might be.
The draft picks. The draft picks that they'll bring in will help. But I think it's definitely this is them trying to clear some space.
Before we see the payoff of the draft picks, because the NHL you don't go directly into playing. You have to go through the D leagues first.
Yeah.
So
are we going to find ourselves in a position though? Let's say this happens. Let's say they've cleared these $3 million+ worth of cap space, and they sign Jason Robertson to an 8-year, $15 million annual average contract. Are we just greasing the skids for all looking at this a year or 2 or 3 from now going, man, they overpaid Jason Robertson?
I don't know. I mean, there's always that risk. And honestly, I'm
sorry, he's not the second best player in the National Hockey League.
Right. I feel like we were talking about this the last time I was here. We were talking about maybe is Ben's time over? Is Sagan's time over?
That, yeah.
And I think Ben is saying, oh God, that's like my alarm every morning.
He's just not what's on the show like yesterday.
But
breaking news as we come live on the air.
Tonight, World News tonight. David Muir tonight. I mean, I think it shows that they still have faith in the older guys, and I think Sagan's got a new knee. And Ben, if he stays with the team, which it sounds like at this point, that's the plan.
I think at least one more year.
Yeah, and then
I think if he was going to retire, he would have said it right after the season was done. I think he wants to. I think he wants one more real good run at it.
Yeah, give it a chance. And then obviously, if you keep Robo around, you still have like a lot of that core that was just there in the playoffs. Yeah. And again, the playoffs this year, it's like, dude, we're playing. I think we got to do a comment about this with Seeley about just how the seating was just so outrageous.
And how it's all top heavy in that one corner.
Yeah, and it's like, you get to the end and I didn't even recognize who was still in the playoffs at that point in time.
When the 3 of the top, 4 or 5 records in the entire league are all playing each other. In the first, second round. That kind of
and
sucks.
Vegas, how many games did Vegas win in